Hey guys, and welcome back to 21 Days of Advent. I remember as a kid this incredible awe and wonder surrounding Christmas time. For me, Christmas always started as soon as Thanksgiving dinner was over. In the mail that weekend, all the local toy magazines would come out, and our parents would hand me and my siblings each our own colored marker so we can go through the magazines and circle the toys that we wanted to see under the tree that year. Looking back now, this probably wasn't the best parenting in the world, and I probably grew up just a little bit entitled because of it. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But one thing it did teach me was a fantastic understanding of the word hope. There was this idea every Christmas that I knew gifts were coming. I would watch with anticipation as they would be neatly wrapped one by one and stacked underneath the tree, piling up day over day, leading up to December 25th. The gifts even had my name on them. They were promised to me, but at the same time, they were just a little bit out of reach. And that's what hope is. It's hanging on to a promise that you know is real, that has your name on it, but that you haven't quite realized just yet. For nearly 2,000 years, that's exactly what God's people throughout the Old Testament did. Abraham, one of the heroes of our faith, was given a promise about an incredible gift that would one day come to him. Though he was of old age and couldn't have children, listen into the promise from God that was given to this man in Genesis 12, verses 2 through 3. Here's what it says. It says, "I'll make you into a great nation. I'm going to bless you, I'm going to make you famous, and you're going to be a blessing to others. I'll bless those who bless you and curse those who treat you with contempt. All the families on earth will be blessed through you." Did you catch what's happening here? God speaks into the hopelessness of Abraham's situation, and he makes him a promise. Despite Abraham's old age, despite Abraham's wife being barren and without children, despite all odds, God speaks hope. He says, "I have a gift of a child for you," but it's not just any child, because through your lineage, all of humanity will be blessed. In other words, God's saying hope is coming. Fast forward just a bit in the story, and Abraham and his wife eventually have a child named Isaac, and the great nation of Israel is formed through this family, just like God promised. And then eventually, after generations and generations, all of humanity is blessed through the birth of Jesus on that very first Christmas. And for nearly 2,000 years, the people of God would look back to this promise to Abraham as their source of hope. In the good times and the bad times, they would cling to the promise that hope is coming. Today, can you cling to that same promise? I don't know what you're walking through. I don't know what your life looks like, but I do know this. The message of the Christmas season is that there's always hope. If you're struggling with infertility, there's always hope. If you're suffering through a mental health crisis, there's always hope. If your family feels like it's falling apart all around you, there's always hope. There's hope in your job situation, there's hope in your marriage, there is always hope. So no matter your situation, your season, can we pray a prayer together to help center our hearts and our minds on this reality? Here's the prayer. It's short, it's simple. Pray this: God, remind me there's always hope. Will you pray that over your life with me right now? God, remind me there is always hope. What's the hopeless situation in your life right now? Pray over it. God, remind me there is always hope. When you feel knocked down or discouraged today, I want you to cling to this prayer. When you feel like giving up, recite it over and over again. When you get cut off in traffic, God, remind me there is always hope. Because there is always hope. Merry Christmas, my friends, and we'll see you tomorrow.